To my YouTube channel, UK Coupon Key UCK788, that's our handle. I am your host, Lucky Star, present to you our paper preview video for week 45 2024, this beautiful Monday afternoon, the 6th day of May 2024. During the course of this video record, we'll be taking you through the three major journals which we use on this platform, namely the Post Telegraph, Special Advance, Fixture, and the Right of Football Fixture. We'll also be giving you the secret extra tip. We'll interject that anywhere in between the video recording, and also we have a pair for you for this video recording, and that's number 12 pairing number 13 with 3 cannot draws, which will be bringing to you as number 4, 29, and number 30. The proof to all of this, the pair and the 3 cannot draws, will be coming from our right on football fixture, while the secret extra tip will be bringing that to you, telling you what that particular number is, or numbers are situated. But before then, we'll bring you the video recording where we'll tell you on number 12, which is the pair 12 pairing 13, is from our Scottish Premiership division. And number 12 we have Ross County hosting Motherwell, while number 13 is the match between St Mirren and Kilmarnock. The 3 cannot draws, number 4, the first one is from our English Premiership division, Newcastle hosting Brighton, while 29 and 30 is taken from our German Bundesliga. And on number 29 we have Borussia Mönchengladbach hosting Eintracht Frankfurt, while number 30 is the match between Bochum and Bayer Leverkusen. So those 3 matches we don't expect to give us a draw. Sit back, relax, and see the reasons why we deem fit to mention these games as such. This we're looking right here in front of us is our Post Telegraph for week 45, and we're not going to be looking much on this paper, but let's just highlight some areas. This is the dribbler section where we have 8 and 22. That's our commentary game 2 and 1 in the page 2 of this journal, while 32 and 42 is our commentary game 6 pair. If you turn to the page 2 of this journal, take note of this number 32, because I'll be showing that to us shortly from the 4th page of our Post Telegraph. I think that particular number is being repeated in a way that is making us to feel somehow about it. So looking at the bottom mid section of our Post Telegraph front page, we have the top this column. We have number 32 at the SB rating there, and it be repeated to the mid section of our magical games. So that's why I said we should take note of that number 32 a short while ago. That repetition is telling us something about that particular match, but for now we may not be talking about it, so we may bring that up in our subsequent video if we know it's going to be a draw or a possible cannot draw. That brings us to gisting about what transpired for last weekend. Last week wasn't really too good on the pools world. The pool industry was shaking last week with just 4 draws on coupon. I remember I told us a story a while ago, I think that was for last season, how there was a week that only 3 draws came out from the coupon, and those 3 draws were in the commentary game 6. That's the commentary games column of the Post Telegraph. The 3 draws were there, but for this week, for last week, it only happened that you only have 2 draws in that section, and those 2 draws we were able to pinpoint them and use them as pairs as well. So that was exactly what happened for last week. It was only 4 draws on coupon, and some persons won, some persons didn't. Like the first video we made for last week, now we showcased 2 pairs. None of them gave a draw, while we gave the secret extra tip as possible cannot draw of number 49, and that's exactly what transpired. The second video made the headline. We had a pair of number 19 pairing 48, which asked us to single bet those games, and a lot of persons, even after number 19 failed, got calls from various quarters asking me what's going to happen to number 48, and I was telling them hence the pair is going to produce a draw, then capitalize on the remaining number, which was number 48. A lot of persons did just that, and I got some return from them, and I'm really grateful to those who appreciated my effort last week. I also showcased the 5 cannot draw as the 3rd video for last week, and that's exactly what happened. All of those games failed to produce a draw, even some of them having very fantastic proofs on various platforms which I belong to, but none of them gave a draw. That brings us to now looking at the secret extra tip for this video recording, and that is telling us that number 49 is a possible cannot draw for this week, and that's from our Netherlands Eredivisie division, the match between Warwick and Zoe, which is on number 49. They've had 6 meetings in recent times. Warwick have won 1, Zoe won 1, while they had 4 draws between them. when they met on the 8th of February 2020, it was Warwick nil and Zoe nil. They met again on the 21st of October 2020, it was Warwick 1, Zoe 1. When they met on the 6th of February 2021, it was Zoe 1, Warwick 1. They met on the 27th of November 2021, it was Zoe nil, Warwick nil. Then they met on the 23rd of April 2022, it was Warwick nil, Zoe 2. So after having 4 straight draws in a row, they now had 1 win from away, which Zoe won. The next meeting also, I think Warwick won from away. On the 25th of November 2023, it was Zoe 1, Warwick 2. So it's looking like the away team is having an edge each time they meet if there's going to be a win. So who knows, might be Zoe will be having the win on this one, but treat it as either side to win. But in case you have these numbers that we're calling the cannot draw, if you have them as a draw, please go ahead and utilize any of them as a draw or all of them. But we are looking at it from our end as a possible cannot draw. Doesn't mean it's 100%. What we do here is research based, and it's 80 to 85% chance of ending up as being predicted. With that being said, now we've seen the secret extra tip where we are left with other games like the pair of number 12 pairing 13 and the 3 cannot draw section. But before we go into all of that, now let's see our right on football fixture. Before we go into the right on football fixture, let's also see the pair of number 12 pairing 13. The proof is coming for a right on football fixture, and this that we're looking right here in front of us is for 29 2024. You come to your super pair column, we have number 32 and 33, and we'll mark a draw there for that week. So every brown coupon week starting from week 29. So the next brown coupon week now it will be 2 dead games, while the week after that the brown week after that will also mark a draw there. So now let's see the next brown week, which is for week 33, and we don't expect a draw in that space. So here it comes for that week. We don't expect a draw, and we had number 20 and 21 in that space, and there were 2 dead games. So the next brown coupon week now we're expecting a draw there. That we can see for week 37 2024. Yes, whatever we'll find there, we're going to mark a draw there. We had number 31 and 32, and number 31 was marked as a draw for week 37. So the next reference week now, which is the brown coupon week 41, we don't expect a draw there for that week. Here we are for that week 41. We had number 23 and number 38, and none gave us a draw. So the next time this sequence come on board, we're expecting a draw there. So whatever we see there, we'll take as a draw for week 45 2024. So here we are for the week. Our super pair is 12 and 13, and it's a brown coupon week, so we expect a draw there. That's why we're telling us to take that pair to heart. Hence we've seen that pair now. Let's quickly go through our right on football fixture for this week. So looking at the right on football fixture, on the left hand side we have the 1 to 49 matches of the coupon fixture, whereas number 41 to 49, that is our Netherlands Eredivisie League, and that's from number 41 to 49, while from numbers 36 to 40 is our French Ligue 1, and 28 to 35 is our German Bundesliga. So those are the matches on the fixture. If you come to the right hand side of your right hand football fixture, we have the various columns which we use to focus. Like the super pair now, we have number 12 as the first game, and it's been repeated to the game 8 of our Compiler X verdict column. So these are some of the ways we use to fish out our draws. Also looking at number 5 from the box 3 of our 3 best draws, being repeated to the game 3 of our Compiler X verdict column. So these are some of the ways we use to fish out this draw. Let's look at the upper section of our right hand football fixture before we bounce back to the back page of this particular journal. Still looking at the left hand side of our right hand football fixture, from number 1 to 8 houses our English Premiership division, while number 9 to 13 is our Scottish Premiership division. Numbers 14 to 20 is our Spanish La Liga, and the Italian Serie A is being featured from number 21 to 27. So those are the leagues on the fixture for this week. They are the 4 top leagues from Europe. The 5th one, which is Belgium, is not highlighted here. You take 4 leagues from Europe, and I think 5 because England is there. So those are the matches on the fixture. But we'll be looking at the back page of our right on football fixture to see other columns in this paper. at the back page of our right on football fixture, we have such columns as the overseas pools compiler draw statistics column. We'll have alphabet A to P, and we'll have trials below those alphabets. We have the key column as number 30. We have below that the expert final pair as number 29 and 30. If you look very well now, number 30 is at the bottom of our expert final pair, has been repeated to the key column. So we are going to be looking at that repetition closely, but we have that particular, those two numbers, which is 29 and 30, as our possible cannot draw on this video recording. But in our subsequent video, we may have some other things to talk about that particular number. That brings us to looking at the concluding part of this video recording now, which is the special advanced fixture segment. Before we go into that proper, I will be bringing to us the cannot draw of number 4, and the proof to that is coming from our right on football fixture as well. If you've been able to watch the video from the beginning to this time, click on that like button. That helps to push the video out there for others to see, and we appreciate those who are doing it for us, because it helps others to also be able to know about our platform. While we expect you to click on that subscribe button to get subscribed to the platform to see more of this type of video in case you like them. And if you're the type that are not seeing our video for the very first time, or you're not subscribed yet, click on that subscribe button right now, and it's for free. You clicking on it, you don't pay them, so do that while you enjoy the other part of the video. We also, at this first video, ask our viewers to choose a particular video they want to make us do as the extra corner video, which is the third and probably the concluding video for the week. We give out 5 options. Option number 1 is if you want us to do the one backer draw video. Option 2, if you want us to do the pair video. Option number 3, if you want us to do the nap video. And option number 4 is if you want us to do the winning line video, which is 5 games in total. You can make us to via the comment section, read it up, collect it, and make a particular video based on popular demand. The 5th option, which is the last but not the least, is if you want us to make the 5 dead games video, you can choose that as a choice and make us know via the comment section. While we also expect you to help us share this video via your social media handle or by word of mouth to other platforms which we belong to, other social media groups, so that other persons out there will also know about our platform and benefit all that we do here, which is basically free of charge. So help us to do that so we can actually grow this community. We are 900 plus now, so we can get to 1,000 and keep growing. The more we grow, the better for us, and the more effort we put into our research work to bring you games that will actually help you to win your bet at the end of the weekend. With that being said, now let's see the proof to number 4 being a particular game of cannot draw for this week, 45. The first reference we're going to be taking is for week 31, 2024. You simply come to your right on football fixture, box 3 of your 3 best draws. Whenever it's been repeated to the game 3 of your compiler X verdict column. Therefore, we have for this week the game being repeated as number 37. The game on top of 37 on your Niger record is 36. And if you look at your result for this week now, number 36 was marked as a draw. So on a draw and fail basis, you mark the game on top of the game being repeated. So the next time this sequence is set, we are not going to mark a draw there. Now let's see the next reference week, 35, 2024. So for this week 35 now, we have the repeated game as number 35 from the box 3 to game 3 of our compiler X verdict column. And if you look at your Niger record for that week, number 34 did not give a draw. So the next time this happened, we're expecting to mark that particular game as a draw. Now let's see week 39, 2024. Here it comes for week 39. The repeated game from our box 3 to game 3 of our compiler X verdict column is number 33. And if you look at the game on top of number 33, that's 32, that was marked as a draw. It was the match between Celta Vigo and Real Vallecano. It was marked as a draw for 39, 2024. So the next time this sequence is set, whatever we have there, we don't expect the game on top to draw. That we can see for this week, 45, 2024. Like I did advise us in one of our videos for last week that we should be very careful with the games we get for last week and wherever we're getting them from, because we're expecting few draws and possibly full payment. And that's exactly what we are looking at for this week as well. We're expecting anything below 14 draws. 14 should be the max. Anything below 14 is what we're expecting for this week. So be careful with whatever games you get in and how you get them and how you invest on them. Except if you are so sure, fine and good. Now for week 45, 2024, we have the repeated game in our box. 3 of our 3 best draws to game 3 of our compiler X verdict as number 5. So the game on top of number 5 now is number 4, which is between Newcastle and Brighton. So that's what we're telling you. That game is looking likely like a possible cannot draw for the week. With that being said, I think we've dealt much about the games on this video recording. we've seen the secret extra tip, we've seen the pair, we've seen the proof to the number 4 as cannot draw, remaining just 29 and 30. Now we have to shift that to this special advance segment, which will be seeing that paper shortly. Taking a look at the special advance for week 45 2024, the date of play of the matches are the 11th and 12th of May 2024, and it's a brand coupon week. We're expecting very few draws, like I did say, but if you have good games, then you can be rest assured you will be a winner at the end of the day. Like I did tell people, it might not necessarily be me, but stick to a particular compiler whom you trust his or her ability of giving you good games, and stick with that person, because if you keep jumping from pillar to post, you might be missing out week in, week out. You might leave Peter today, Peter's game will work. You run to Paul, Paul's game will fail. You leave Paul again, run back to Peter, Paul's game will play, Peter's game will fail. So just stay put where you are and enjoy whatever comes with it, and encourage your compiler to put in his effort to give you good games. Now you look at the high score quiz column, where we have the numbers in various boxes. Most of these games were not repeated to the expert trio, excepting the box 4, which is number 10, has been repeated to the game 3 of our expert trio. Then if you come to the high score quiz and the easy column, a lot of repetition takes place there. We have number 22 in our box 7, has been repeated to the game 3 of our easy column. So these are some of the ways we use to fish out our draws from these journals. And if you look at the box 1, 2, and 3, we have unit number in that space. So these are some of the things which may, give you insight into what is about to happen and what you should make of those games in that space. With that being said, I think that's the much we can take for our special advanced fixture for this particular week. We'll be seeing the sequence of number 29 number 29 and 30 as possible cannot draw. And these matches are from the German Bundesliga. On number 29, we have Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Eintracht Frankfurt, and on number 30, that is Bochum hosting Bayer Leverkusen. So now let's see the proof from our right of football fixture. Okay, our first reference week is also our week 31 2024, and it's the same sequence of you having the box 3 of your 3 best draws repeated to the game 3 of your compiler X verdict column. If that happens, then you turn to the back page of this particular journal. Your expert pair is not expected to give you a draw at all. So we'll be looking at the back page henceforth for the reference week now to see the games in the expert pair. So for week 31 now, let's see the back page. So for that week now, the back page expert final pair is housing 24 and 25. Those were 2 dead games for that week. The next reference week now is week 35. We'll also now be looking at the back page of our right of football fixture, where we don't expect a draw in the expert final pair column, because that same week this sequence also did set. I hope we'll be able to see this one well. For week 35 now, we have 14 and 17 in our expert final pair column, and none of them gave us a draw. The next reference week you have to check now with 39 2024, and we don't also expect a draw in that space. Here it comes for week 39. We also have number 22 and 23, and none give us a draw for that week. The next reference we have to look at now is for week 45 2024, and we don't expect a draw at the expert final pair column. So here it comes for week 45. We have in the expert final pair number 29 and number 30. So that's why I'm telling you that those 2 matches, we're looking at it as a possible cannot draw for this week. But in case you have these games as your personal draw, either one of them or all of them, please go and use them as a draw and ignore what it is I have to say about them. But if not, you can follow us in case you like what we're doing here on this platform. We've been able to touch on various things on this particular video recording which are impactful. We have number 4, 29 and 30 as possible cannot draw, and also number 49, which is in the secret extra tip column, and we gave the pair of number 12 and 13. So these are much more we touched on this particular video recording, which we expect you by now to have clicked on the like button and get subscribed to this platform, just in case you're not subscribed yet, so that you can see more of this type of video. Help us to share this video via social media handle to other platforms so that other persons will get to know about us. Subscription is free, so get subscribed now as you have viewed the video. Thank you very much. If you've been able to watch the video from the beginning to this time, place your comment in the comment section to make us know how you feel about our prediction. See you in our next video.